All right, just a quick wait before you get to the video. I just want to say something. Click the subscribe button, click the like, and the notifications. Every time I upload a video, you check it out. Thanks. Now let's go back to the video. Well, Ministry of Health seems to be the ministry for scandals all through the years. All the ministries seem to have some issue, but Ministry of Health seems to take the lead in everything. It goes back as far as Henry Kapoko, and mostly it seems like the permanent secretaries in the ministry seem to have a lot of power to move things because there is another scandal of a health permanent secretary in tender scandal. He awarded award of 6.8 million US dollars contract to his own company. So that is in question to say the Minister of Health PS awarded himself that contract allegedly. So there's been a back and forth. But if you remember, even in far back, I don't know the time when Henry Kapoko was permanent secretary in that ministry, but there was that scandal also in that ministry. And then later on, there was fire. There's been a lot of scandals in this ministry. And then Emmanuel Mwamba says, corruption is everywhere in this government, Elijah Momuchima. So that's an article that's attributed to the minister in the news digger says, scandals are everywhere. It's not just the Ministry of Health, says Muchima, as he defends his PS. So the minister was defending the PS with regard to that headline that you saw a couple of seconds ago. So why do you want to punish the permanent secretary for awarding himself a 6.5 million US dollars contract scandal? Scandals are everywhere in this government, including the army, Zambia police, minister, and he lists a number of ministries there. So, and the statement attributed to the minister there, as posted by Emmanuel Mwamba, and then also that newspaper headline. So that's what's going on in the ministry. And then PS goes further to say, I declared interest in awarding the 6.8. So the figures keep on shifting from 6.5, 6.8, but anyway, the safest number we can stick on is 6 million US dollars to Crystal University. Former Vice Chancellor of Crystal University and Ministry of Health Permanent Secretary, Dr. Christopher Samonga. He says that Crystal University is a faith-based non-profit private higher education institution registered as a trust. He says the money has not been dispersed. So, and then he attaches a voice note to that particular defense. And then this also came up in Parliament. Bino Mpundu, Nkana member of Parliament, had brought it up with the Speaker. But he did not have the headline, the one that you see on screen there, to present. He wanted to present his phone as a form of evidence, which the speaker could not allow. Says there is a format in which evidence is presented before Parliament. So based off that, he could not present that. But he said, why is it that the Minister of Health, Permanent Secretary, hasn't been questioned by the Anti-Corruption Commission, SEC, considering the revelation of such a scandal where it's alleged that he had awarded himself that particular contract? So that's the current conversation in the nation. So obviously you see different sectors of society is responding. It's alleged USAID and other institutions have decided to withhold funding to Zambia based off these allegations in the Ministry of Health. So Bino Mpudu was arguing to say, how can you let Zambia lose its funding based off one person's error? Why not deal with that particular individual? So we wait and see what happens. What is earlier in the day, Sylvia Masebo, there were videos that were alleging Minister Sylvia Masebo was being chased from Chongwe and stuff like that. There are some videos that were circulating online. And then, as you can see, that caption, Sylvia Wapepeka, according to Smart Eagles. So people are saying no because of what was happening in Chongwe, and then she responded immediately. One thing you cannot take away from Sylvia Masebo is that she understands politics. She did not let this story fester or stay around without issuing a response, and she responded immediately. She did a live stream at the Ministry of, which was broadcast by Ministry of Information and Media and other platforms. where she simply addressed the issue to say she had not been attacked in Chongwe, and neither was she stoned. And she addressed Emmanuel Mwamba directly. And then she says, I feel sorry for Emmanuel Mwamba. He's still young, says Sylvia Masebo. So that's an extract from what Sylvia Masebo had said about Emmanuel Mwamba and all the fracas that was alleged to have happened in Chongwe. She says she was neither of those stories that happened. And she alleges Emmanuel Mwamba was simply pushing an agenda of propaganda, she says. And then Emmanuel Mwamba took the same screenshot, and then he says, and then he asks, what have I done? In response to Sylvia Masebo's statement. And then he also attaches a video where she had told those volunteers that had volunteered during during the cholera outbreak, when she was leaving Ministry of Health and being moved to Ministry of Lands. And she says, I feel sorry for you. Kanshi to the Vengi. So simply saying that's a favorite statement he attributes there. And then she addressed a number of issues in that particular statement. So one element that seemed to have stood out for Emmanuel Mwamba, and he felt the need to address head on, was where she says she had said the fact that Emmanuel Mwamba is alleged to be pushing a lot of propaganda, it will end up affecting his children's children, in as much as it might not affect him in his lifetime, because she's an older person to him. They're not in the same age group. She brought up that out. Then in his defense, Emmanuel Mwamba says, threats and evil plots. Every day I receive threats and learn of evil plots against me over what I write and publish, or have written or published. But I'm assured of this. Always my answer are drawn from my heritage as a child of God. No weapon forged against me shall prevail. I will refute any tongue that accuses me. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication for me, declares the Lord. And he puts it, Isaiah 54, verse 17. So you're simply refuting whatever Masebo had said about his children and his great-grandchildren in that statement, saying none of that will stick on him. So that's a back and forth that has been going on between Masebo and Emmanuel Mwamba. What is Mwamba's children refuse to be insulted, do not sacrifice your dignity at the altar of cheap thrills, Lungu, and then the Mass News, that's in the Mass newspaper. There is no farming inputs in Eastern Province, Lavwe. So that's a member of the UKA alliance there. So UKA seems to be proceeding, regardless of the many challenges where Edgar Lungu has left them. They're making headways. And then what is there's an header in there says, Hakainde them are obsessed by a dream of transforming Zambia into an economic powerhouse with a record within record time, Lungu. So I don't know if that's Edgar Lungu or an individual. That's just a headline that is put out there by the Mass newspaper, obviously, to get you to read the headline. Anyway, that's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, between the Minister of Lands now, Sylvia Masebo, and Emmanuel Mwamba, that back and forth. I'll keep you posted as this story develops, because different sides are coming forth.